Hey, Kareem. Um, without Nick being out there the last few days, does it feel good to kind of be that number one guy and getting a bunch of the work?
I mean, yeah, it feels good, just getting some extra reps, learning more of the playbook and stuff like that. So it's good.
You look really quick and fast, and Stump said you look good. Do you feel as good as you ever have?
Yeah, I feel really good. I'm not bothered by my injuries. I had an injury coming in the last year, so I feel good. Body feels good.
Thanks.
Daryl Ryder, we'll go to you.
Yeah, Kareem, Scott kind of stole my thunder there. I wanted to ask you about that, the quickness and explosiveness we're seeing on the practice field. So I guess, what were you able to do during such a difficult off season this year to either improve that or, maintain it so you could come in and really hit the ground running this year?
I would like to thank my, track coach, high school, Matt Luck, and, a guy named Rich. Those two guys, put me through a lot of hard workouts. I ran a lot of hills and just agility and, pulled a lot of sleds and stuff like that, to work on my explosion. And, spent a lot of time squatting and stuff in a garage, a big garage.
Thanks, Daryl. Mary Kay Cabot, you have our next question.
Yeah, Kareem, just how hard was it for you to kind of see what happened with Nick on the field the other day, and how worried were you about him for that? And were you kind of upset with Mac too for something like that happening in practice?
I mean, yeah, definitely. We just got to learn how to, take care of our guys. We don't ever want one of our players getting hurt. So, I made sure to check on Nick, and I'm glad he's doing well. And hopefully we have him back out there soon. He's a big part of this team.
Thank you.
Dan Lobby, you have our.
Hey, Kareem, obviously the Browns are kind of emphasizing the fullback this year. Do you like running behind the fullback, and why?
I mean, yeah, I like running behind the fullback, but it doesn't really matter. I just like having the opportunity to get the balls in my hand.
Stump Mitchell called him the eyes for the running back.
Yeah, they kind of go handle the dirty work, and we kind of just run the other way usually after a fullback goes and, hopefully blow somebody up.
Yeah, thank you.
Marla Rittenauer, your line's open.
Kareem, the governor's still working on how many fans can be at the games, but how important do you feel it would be to, especially from you've been a Browns fan your whole life, how much do you really want to play in front of some people?
A lot. I definitely would like to see, fans in the stands, but, I'm going to be ready to go with or without fans. So.
But some team people in other sports like the NBA have talked about how hard it is to get, juiced up for, there no one there. Do you think about that?
I mean, it will be a little tough, I guess, but I really don't think about it because once I see another jersey, it's gonna, my competitiveness to take over, and that's all you really need.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Aditi Kinkabwala, you're up.
Hey, Kareem, when you talk about the outside zone runs that y'all are kind of featuring a little bit more, why does that suit you? Why does that play to what you do best?
I feel like, I've been running outside zone my whole life, through Pee Wee, through middle school, high school, Toledo, and, Kansas City. So we've been running a lot of zone. I ran a lot of zone. I feel like, I just read it out pretty well, I guess. It helps.
Excellent. Tom Withers.
Thanks, Rob. Thanks, Kareem. Hey, Kareem, we just heard a little while ago about the seriousness of Kevin Johnson's injury. How scary is it when you hear about a teammate getting a lacerated liver during practice?
That's very scary, and I really don't want to talk too much about it. I just, hope for he's all right and doing well.
Let's talk football for a second. And Coach Mitchell was saying the importance of patience running behind linemen, especially guys that you don't know. How long does it take, Kareem, to kind of figure out your linemen and what their strengths are and what their weaknesses are and how you can adjust to them?
It takes a few weeks, I think, maybe even a little bit longer, but you got to watch the film and, see how they're attacking their players in the film and, how they're positioning guys and stuff like that. and if they're, strong off the ball or not. So, you got to kind of watch it. You can learn pretty much by just watching a lot of film on those guys too.
Is patience an easy thing for you, or is that difficult? I know early on in your career, you're probably told to hit the hole and hit it hard, and now you're trying to be a little bit patient. Is that difficult?
No, I think I got pretty good patience, and that's always been a part of my game, I feel like.
Thanks.
Thanks, Tom. Nate Ulrich.
Hey, Kareem. Nick, when we talked to him a little while ago, a couple weeks ago, I think, he mentioned that you guys worked out together and, ran some hills, ran a hill in Westlake together.
Yeah.
I was wondering, what is it like training with him in the off season? How much do you guys push each other? And just, is there anything you remember about those times about running that hill with Nick Chubb?
Yeah, I mean, we pushed each other. We ran, the hill multiple times, and we ran, some gases and conditioning and stuff like that too. And, just running next to him, we try to, keep up, or one of us try to lead. So, each and every rep, we always pretty much compete. So, but we love it too, because we know it's going to make us better.
We know him as like just a real quiet guy. Does he talk trash with you ever when you guys are competing? Do you guys go back and forth like that? How does it go?
I'm going to let Nick speak in silence. He's his own type of guy. But, we joke around and stuff like that all the time. He's definitely quiet when it's time to work, but he's always, working. So you can tell.
Mary Kay Cabot, your line's up. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Kareem. I apologize.
So you can tell by his action.
Great. Mary Kay, your line's open.
Yeah, Kareem, I'm just wondering, how bummed were you last year when Nick lost the rushing title in the last week, knowing how important something like that is for a player? And, was there a lot of emphasis heading into the week, like, how much you guys really wanted to try to get that for him?
Yeah, it was tough because he definitely deserved it. And I definitely feel that he can have a run of it, this year or another. It just motivates him. So it was a terrible way to lose the, title, after he had such an amazing season. I was kind of, I was hoping he got the rushing title. So we had two people who won it.
Thanks.
Great. Scott Petrick.
Have you spent any time at receiver in this camp so far?
I've been doing some stuff, just catching the ball out the backfield and, running routes still out the backfield. So we'll see.
Do you think more of that? I know we talked about it a little bit last time we were together, but do you think it will come that there'll be more opportunities for you starting in the slot?
That's up to coach. I'm just, doing whatever I'm told and working.
All right, thanks.
Yeah.
I will close with this one to Aditi Kinkabwala.
Oh, hi. Do you have me?
Yes, you're set, Aditi. Go ahead.
Okay. Thanks so much. I'm sorry, guys. Kareem, you're talking about joking around with Nick Chubb. We know that this offense starts with the run. We know how much Coach Stefanski likes to run the ball. Is there any joking or any competitiveness with the wide receivers? Are you hearing it from Odell and Jarvis about the run coming first?
Those guys will get their touches. So I'm not really hearing too much from those guys. They're just ready to win.